Hi Geminis, this is Molly with Soul School Spiritual Guidance and Healing. I am so very glad you guys are here today. I cannot wait for these cards to come out because let me tell you what, Spirit has been in my ear all day long talking about you guys. Yes, you guys. I'll get into that in just a moment. First, I just want to welcome everybody to my channel. If you are new, if you're a returning subscriber, I do want to let you guys know that I now have memberships to the channel available, and the benefits of that at the $9.99 tier. Yes, there are two tiers now. Originally, there was one. Tier 1 is going to get you extended readings for all of my zodiac signs. That's only $99.99 a month. And then if you guys want to do the $14.99 a month tier, that will get you access to my zodiac sign extendeds as well as my pick a pile extendeds, all piles. You get the extended reading for that. All individual videos, extended readings are also available on Vimeo. So I've been really careful to make sure that I have the most direct link in this description box so that when you guys want to go over to that extended video, it's very easy to find. Please give me feedback if you guys are having any problems whatsoever. And just a reminder that I am still offering my monthly personals. And y'all, I love my monthly personals. I love building relationships with my clients through them, and I love seeing their growth in spiritual development. Like nothing makes my day more than just the reaction that I get from people. And you know, like a month goes by and I sit down and I do a reading for somebody and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at you go, look at you grow. Nothing makes me happier than that. So you guys, welcome. Let's go ahead and talk now about this message that's been coming in for you. First of all, you showed up in my breakfast smoothie, all right? I'm here in the Yucatan and they got this fruit here called a mamey. And it's pretty much a stone fruit, which means that there's a pit in the center, but it's this great big oblong seed, and they're pretty. They almost look like clams, just the center of this fruit, right? And last night I was at the store and I picked up a mamey to put into my breakfast smoothie. I cut it open this morning and there are two seeds on the inside. This one's pregnant with twins. Gemini, you're the twins. But the message that was coming through with that is some of you guys are pregnant with twins. You don't have to take that literally. If you're literally pregnant, you might, get that sonogram when you can. Make sure that there's just one baby in there. But it's a metaphor, all right? It's a metaphor for the fact that you are in the process of consciously creating one thing. Like you got a project that you're working on. And in the process of that work, you're creating something secondary. You're creating there's a second creation that's not intentional, but it's happening. Okay, for some of you guys, you've set forth on a journey. You've said, you know what, here's this goal that I need to accomplish, and I'm not going to waver from my path, whatever it takes. Some of you guys are just looking for inner peace. Some of you guys are getting over something, right? Like something happened and you're like, oh, I can't just let it go. I actually have to go within and do the work to be able to get over this right now. And in the process of doing that, you're becoming this whole other you, like next level. And people are mad. People are mad because Gemini, they can't access you like they used to. Okay? You're shining bright like a diamond, all right? Like Rihanna said. And here's the thing about a diamond. Everybody wants a diamond, but they don't want to just let a diamond be. They want to put it on their finger. You know what I mean? Nobody just sees a diamond and is like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and look at that from a distance. They want to own it. They want to possess it. They want to keep it where nobody can take it away from them. And your path is taking you away from some people and some things, and they can't get to you anymore. And they're mad. And a lot of people are mad because like they saw you as on their level. More importantly, they saw themselves as on your level, right? And so just you being in their life helped them to define their own success. And all of a sudden you're not there, and now they're mad because they have to look at who they really are. Okay, that's the message that Spirit's coming through. So I'm very, very interested to see what's going to come out of these cards. I want to go ahead and set forth an intention with this reading. Thank you, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides, both mine and those of the Gemini collective. By the way, this could be for a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or any other Gemini placement. Just take it if it resonates. Don't carry home baggage that's not your own, okay? But I set the intention for this message to find whoever needs it at the time that they need it. Some of you guys are cross watchers, okay? I feel like I'm addressing Gemini, but you got some cross watchers watching for you, Gemini. And they're mad because I pointed it out. So I'm going to really try to keep it high vibe, you guys, but thank you so much for being here. There's my little introduction. I have the Alchemical Visions Tarot, and that makes sense because you guys have alchemized your energy. What's this? That's been coming up a lot. You guys have alchemized your energy, alchemized your situation, alchemized your soul. All right? Your priorities are different than they used to be, Gemini. I can feel that in you. All right? I see what that Chariot is. People putting things on your path, trying to trip you up. And to tell you the truth, okay, they're giving me this image of like, or this sensation, and it's been a long time since I've been in this particular state of fear. But Eight of Swords is important too. I know this is a thing with little kids, like sometimes they're afraid to get out of bed at night because they have like in their imagination, there's like somebody under the bed that's gonna try to like grab their feet, right? That's what this energy is. Okay? For some of you guys, you haven't actually given yourself permission to leave the things behind that are no longer for you. Because you know that as soon as you put your foot on the floor to take that first step, somebody's going to come at your ankles. Somebody's going to try to grab at you and trip you up. They're keeping you blindfolded. They don't want you to see your own power. Okay? I'm going to dig into this message because it's big. This is a transformation that's been going on for at least a year, okay? And the reason why I got this deck sometime last summer. And one of the things that really kind of blew my mind is, because it was created, I think in 2019, is how much this image shows up several times in this deck. It's actually around the Hanged Man's crown, right? And it looks to me like the coronavirus. So ever since this whole thing started, you've been transforming, okay? Because I'm not sure what Indian god this is here, but I see it rising up in you, okay? It is a divinity that is rising up within you. That was always there. But now you're starting to see. And the more you try to oppress it, the more you try to keep it in and be like, oh, I'm not that special. I don't want to shine that bright. I might hurt somebody's eyes. Okay? I might hurt somebody's eyes. There's this motivational speech that I used to show to my students. I'm going to see if I can't find it real quick. Okay, it's by Lisa Nichols. Look it up, you guys. It is so good. It's called How to Let Your Light Shine Bright. And she talks about how there are people around us all the time trying to get us to dim our own light. And at the end, and I used to do this, I used to like get so extra on this video because we did some sort of activity, right, as part of professional development, where there were just like all these like cheap sunglasses, right, for decoration, for props, for whatever. And at the end of it, I was like, yo, I'm gonna gather up these cheap sunglasses and give them out to my students when I played this video. Because at the end of this video, she says, you know what, if somebody tells you that you're shining too bright, hand them a pair of sunglasses. Like, your weak retinas are not my problem. If I'm too bright for you, you got to solve that problem yourself, okay? That's me taking on the Gemini energy. And that's the energy that Spirit wants to encourage in you at this time. If you're too bright for somebody around you, honey, let them get their own pair of shades, all right? You keep shining that bright. Keep doing it. Because what happens is you're keeping yourself, by not allowing yourself to shine, you're keeping yourself in this lower level with these other people who are blind. And there's somebody in the picture who knows what's going on. They're trying to keep that cloth on your face. They're trying to make sure that you don't see how magical that you are. Okay? But also twins. Whatever project you're working on now, a secondary consequence of that goal is that you are building yourself up to be something tremendous. All right? Now we're linking back. It's weird because, like, every now and then I have an old video that gets a lot of attention, and lately there's this, back when I used to double up on my signs, there's a reading that I did for Gemini and Scorpio that's been just like, people have been watching it over and over and over again lately. And it's important to me now because this showed up in the Scorpio reading. So go back and watch the Scorpio reading if this sounds like it resonates with you. The title of that is Give Yourself Permission. You're waiting for somebody to give you the green light. Somebody to tell you that it's okay to shine as bright as you are. That's me. I just did that. I'm showing up here and letting you know, Gemini. I give you permission. Spirit gives you permission. You got to give yourself permission to shine that bright because you're holding yourself back right now. You're holding yourself back because you're afraid. You're afraid. Okay? Ooh, we got majors. Dang. Okay. They're mad. They are mad. They do not want to see you go. Listen. These cards are talking. We have the Emperor reverse and the Empress upright. And then we have a King and Queen of Coins side by side. This is somebody who always thought that you guys were on the level. But when you really look at it, you see how her podium, her pedestal, her throne is a little bit higher than his. And she's looking straight ahead. And he just keeps looking at her. This person feels you leaving them. It might be a group of people. It might be a boss. You know, you guys ever been through that where you're like, you know what, I deserve better than this. I'm going to start looking around for other work opportunities. And your boss can like sense it. And they start just throwing whatever they can at you, but it doesn't change the fact that they don't have what you need, that job's not giving you what you need. Okay? And for some of you guys, it's not about a job. It's about a friend group. It's about a relationship. It's about your family, your community. The people that you have always seen as on your level are not. Okay? Now, it's interesting that this Emperor reverse came out right after the Chariot reverse because that's who drives, the Emperor is who drives the Chariot. All right? And this is you. Because look, you got Spirit right behind you. Spirit, ancestors. For some of you, you're pulling in higher dimensional entities as part of your support squad. Okay? You're afraid to turn your back. You're afraid. You're afraid to get out of the bed and put your feet on the ground and go get a drink of water because you're afraid somebody's going to grab at your ankles. You're afraid that as soon as you turn your attention away from these people who once upon a time were your people, they're going to start throwing knives at your back. And these hands, they're grabbing. Don't go, don't go, don't go. But you are guided by higher energies here. I was just watching San Tarot's reading this morning because I'm a Leo North Node. And it's called, I've never seen this Leo before. And it's about somebody who leaves like the small town and goes towards the big city. And you see how there's all these, it's kind of countryside in the background, and he's moving towards a big city. Okay, and so the metaphor there is like, yeah, you're ready to leave home. You're ready to leave your small town and go be on Broadway or go to Hollywood or whatever it is you're trying to do. And they're like, don't go, don't go. You see these hands they're grabbing, don't go, Gemini. They don't want to lose you because you're propping something up that they can't keep up for themselves. And it could be their sense of self-worth. All right? But here's the thing. I think this is the message that's coming through. Whoever this is that's keeping this bag over your head, they're succeeding a little bit, okay? Okay, you guys know I use that verse, 54:17, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon taken against me shall prosper. And those who, something about like those who, I'm just going to say it in my own language, don't be mad at me, but those who talk shit on me will be condemned in time. Those who speak falsely of you, somehow they've got you believing that. Because there's this meme out there that's like, those weapons be prospering a little bit, right? It's working a little bit. It's enough to penetrate your energy field and keep you in place for now, okay? Because this is where you're heading. You see how she's got this halo, right? These galaxies. And it's, it's pretty sizable. But once you realize that you're already sitting on a throne, you got spirit backing you up right there too. Look at that. Once you realize the throne that you sit upon, look at how that expands. You see that? You go from this to this. You have to have faith. You do not need these people in your life. All they're doing is keeping you on a finger, and you are a diamond that was meant to shine. And here's what's crazy to me is some of these people, the way that they have manipulated you, the way that they've lied to you, the way that they've shortchanged you, breadcrumbed you, to try to make you feel small, that's what made you grow. Overcoming that is what made you grow, and now they're mad about it. Now they're mad about it. Why would you? Because of what I've been through, right? It's almost like the person under the bed has been, you ever have a twin bed and siblings, right? If you're on that I said twin bed, a bunk bed. If you're in a bunk bed, do you guys ever do that thing where you like put your legs up and you like messing with the top bunk? It's almost like somebody's under the bed and they're rocking it and they're shaking it and making you want to get out of that situation. But as soon as you try to leave, they're going to grab you by the ankles. Because they don't want you to heal. They don't want you to move from this barren landscape into this lush forest. But look, it's already happening on the inside. It's already happening on the inside. And as within, so without. This is a process that cannot be stopped. They want me to look at the numbers. I have 7 and 4. I have 14, I have 17, and I have 3. Three plus 4 is 7. Okay? You're already in this energy, this growth, right? It's because the Empress is a receptive. You have received the download. You have received the DNA upgrade. You have received the enlightenment. You just need to give yourself the authority to act upon it. That's what that Emperor represents. And once you give yourself permission, take charge of where you're headed, that's when the Chariot begins to move. These are big energies. And somebody's mad about it. It's almost like here you are, you're healing, and you got like, this is a desolate landscape, and then the flowers are starting to grow again. It's almost like somebody had you down. They had you oppressed. They got you to be small. They were wearing you on their finger. And you're beginning to realize that that's not where you're trying to be. And so these flowers begin to blossom. They begin to bloom out of this experience that you've been through. Next thing you know, this is like pouring out of your womb. First, you see the beauty in the situation, and then the beauty flows forth from you. This is all about growth. These people who tried to keep you down, who tried to make you small, led to your blowing up. Because they backed you in a corner. You know that? And they're showing me now like an animal, when an animal's backed into a corner and it has to fight back, and they're those animals that can make themselves bigger, like a peacock, right? That's why a peacock's got that huge tail. Because it's like, oh, you thought it was a little turkey? No. Poof. I'm a majestic being. That's what you guys are going through. Somebody backed you in a corner, and now they're mad, and you see them looking around for you. Where'd she go? Where'd they go? Where'd Gemini at? Gemini used to be right here with me, right? Stressing about it, because they don't have access to you anymore. You're not on their level anymore. And here's the thing. They could be on your level, but they're not paying attention to the fact that what the divine is trying to bring to them. This king is very grounded in the material world. This queen is listening to her angel guides. She's listening to ancestors. She's listening to deities. And look at that look on her face. Guess how much bullshit she's taking? None of it. Sorry guys, I'm getting excited. Sometimes it happens, the message that's coming through ends up channeled in the way that I deliver the message. The attitude itself. It's not clairvoyance, it's not clairaudience, it's clair attitude. Coming through. I'm going to pull something from this Shakespeare deck. And I have a feeling, because I got the Game of Thrones tarot out, 3 of Swords. You're over the heartache, babe. You're over it. Over it. Moving on. Somebody tried to keep you down. Look at that. Somebody tried to cut your hair. You know that song? I am my mother's savage daughter. I won't cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. You're not letting them cut your hair anymore. It also makes me feel like, you guys know that's what they did to the Native Americans when they put them in those schools. Cut their hair because it was the source of their power. Sherman Alexie, I think it's in Indian education. He talks about, I don't know if it's a real thing that happened or if it's just like this fantasy of his mother coming in and dragging her braids across the desk of his white Christian teacher on the reservation. Please understand, hair is power. And the oppressors don't like that power. They try to cut your hair. That is thick. That is powerful message. Wow, you guys. And Samson, it has something to do with the story of Samson, right? Samson and Delilah, didn't she try to cut his hair? Because she, trying to diminish his strength. Man, Shakespeare, what you got? What do you have to say? And then I'm going to move over to the extended reading. You guys can get that on at the link below, the members only access link, if you guys are have joined my channel. Otherwise, there's going to be a Vimeo link. Yes, 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 yes. Time shall unfold what plighted cunning hides. Who cover faults at last shame them derides. This is these people act like feeling ashamed of the way they tried to keep you down. In time, that will come. You just keep moving. Keep on moving in the direction that you're moving. Let yourself be big, okay? Shine bright like a diamond. In time, you don't have to stop and turn around and teach a lesson. The lesson will reach them in time. Just know this, please. Okay, this I like. Because this is a misleading line. It's a really famous line from Shakespeare. Whenever it comes up, I kind of tell the story. Now is the winter of our discontent. Makes it sound like, oh man, things are really crappy right now. But when you finish the line, now is the winter of our discontent turned glorious summer by this son of York. Saying all those bad times are over because this sun showed up to shine. So it's like these people got one of two options. They can either be like, oh my gosh, look at Gemini. Look at Gemini shine bright. If it's too bright, I'm just gonna put my shades on and sit back and let my eyes get used to it. Or they can watch you walk away, and in time, my darlings, that lesson will be made known to them. They will feel ashamed of the fact that they cut your hair off, the fact that they tried to grab your ankles, that they tried to wear you on their finger, that they tried to keep you small. Okay? Let's go to the extended, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here with me. I know it's been forever since I've read for you, and it feels good to be back. So, if I don't see you at the extended, I hope to catch you back on my channel again real soon. Take care.